Hello and welcome. We are Erasmus students that went on an exchange from Finland to Cordoba and from Cordoba to Finland. And with me today are from Spain, Carmen and Daniela, and from Finland, Nora and Fanny.
Okay, I'm Carmen, and the first question I have for you is, what is your favorite thing about Spain?
I'm Nora, and I think my favorite thing here is that making like new friends and having a family like from another country.
Yeah, the family is amazing thing here, and the weather. There have been so good weathers. I think only rained like one day, and always sun is shining. So that is my favorite thing.
My name is Daniela, and my first question is, what are the things that surprise you more about Spain?
Maybe like Spanish food culture. This is so different than ours in Finland. I think Finland food is like there is not that much spices, and it's pretty basic than or different than yours.
I think that like using shoes inside of house. Yeah, that's so weird.
Okay. What is your favorite memory here?
I think when we went to Malaga to the beach, it was nice.
Yeah, I think the seeing whole city, this so beautiful city with so much culture and architecture. So seeing this whole city with friends is my favorite memory.
What is your favorite memory that you have from when we were in Finland?
Maybe with the avanto and sauna. The avanto is like going to swim the river like winter times, and it's so cold, and you were so shocked, and we were just like normals.
Yeah, I think the same, and like also just being together.
Have you learned something during the Erasmus? Have you changed, like your personality or experience?
Yeah, I think that I'm a shy person, so maybe like now I'm not that shy anymore.
Yeah, and my English level have like development here because we had to speak English like whole day almost, and of course you can see more personalities to yourself when you have to be like with strange people, like strangers, and see new city. So that.
Would you recommend this experience to next year's students?
Of course, this is like so good memory to like grown person and always.
Yes, I would. It's so like good experience.
What is the most difficult or difficult part about having someone from another country? It's difficult, or it was difficult.
Yeah, at the first it was like weird that some like stranger comes to your house, but when you get to know each other's, like it's not that like hard and it's fun.
Yeah, at first it was pretty hard, not like that much, but then it gets easier and you get to know your own habits, and it just goes normally when you get to know person.
If you have to give like tips to some students that goes on Erasmus, what would you say?
Be open-minded. Something can be like that you don't like, or something can be at first like pretty scary or something. So just be open-minded, and yeah, that's my tip.
Remember to have fun. Yeah.
Do you remember the day that you were chosen? What was the first thing that appears in your mind when they say you are going to Spain? Someone from Spain is coming.
I was so shocked, and I don't know. I just feel so many different feelings. It's hard to nowadays like to describe it, but I don't know. So many different feelings.
Yeah, I was also like shocked about that.
And what Spanish words did you learn?
Yeah, something, but not much.
Say some. Say some. Okay. Buenas noches. Gracias. Hola. That basic things that you can say to your host family and your friends. Do you have something?
Hola.
Yeah.
And what is the thing that you will miss the most of Spain?
Of course, the host family and the friends and this whole city is my.
Yeah, me too. Like this whole group we have here and host family and yeah.
If you could change something about the Erasmus, what will you change?
Maybe this time it have been so. It have feel so like short timeline, but maybe it gets longer.
Yeah, I think the same.
Do you have any question for us?
What do you think about Finnish weather in Finland, like winter time?
Well, at first it was difficult because it was so like minus 30 every day, but it was good. It was different. I think that's.
Yeah, I think that's it.
That is a bit shock because we are not used to that temperatures, but then you get used to it.
So that was our last question. Thank you so much for being here with us, and that's it. Goodbye.
Keep going with the program. Now we have 4 more students. We have 2 couples, Álvaro with Jonathan and Jesus with Casper. Do you have any question for each other?
I have a question. My first question is, what was your favorite moment during your Erasmus exchange?
I've enjoyed every moment, but I think trip to Malaga was great.
Yeah, the trip to Malaga was very nice for me too, and I have enjoyed sunbathing and going to the gym.
So I have another question, and is that has this trip met your expectations?
I didn't have much of expectations, but mostly it has.
Me neither, but it has been fun.
Would you recommend it, this Erasmus experience to other students?
Of course.
Yeah, I would. This has changed my life much.
And have you learned something new about Spain in this trip?
I have learned about the foods people eat here, about the culture, and yes.
Mostly about the culture, and the interesting part was that you use shoes inside.
Have you learned Spanish? And give us some examples.
Yes, un poco. And these normal ones, buenas noches, qué rico.
Not much.
Wait, have you learned Finnish when you were in Finland?
I have learned Finnish, but some words.
Tell me.
Like kiitos. And there are like some words that are so difficult to pronounce because we are Spanish. Like good night, that is like hyvää vuotta,
Hyvää yötä.
hyvää vuotta, something like that.
I have learned many Finnish words, mainly from being in the supermarket or in my host family. For example, when before eating, they always say syömä, which means let's eat.
Do you remember perkele?
I don't know what that means, but I sure it has interesting meaning. So, have you made many friends in your exchange?
Yeah, I have. People here are so outgoing, and I'm outgoing too, so it's easy for me to make friends.
Not really much, but some yes.
How different is life in Spain compared to Finland?
Very different. First of all, the eating times, like lunch and dinner, it's so late in here.
Yeah, it's mostly different. Not too much, but mostly.
Um, hmm. Has this experience convinced you to participate in more Erasmus activities or exchange?
Yeah, it has. This has been so fun. I want to experience another country.
About same, maybe.
My last question is, are you going to miss Spain?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have any questions for us?
Do you miss Finland?
I miss Finland a lot because the moment I got used to life in Finland, we had to go. So I want to come back as soon as possible.
I miss Finland too, because I have been so happy there.
What in Finland you miss the most?
Maybe be with my friends like all the day, go out, eat together.
I would say the same. I also miss a lot supermarket, for example. It's a really simple memory, but we used to go there all together and with friends and eating out.
So, this Erasmus has been very good for all of us, and we are not going to forget this. And yeah, we have very good memories, and that's it.
Hello and welcome. We are 5 students from Spain and Finland that have gone in an exchange. First, we went to Finland and then they came here in Córdoba and are with us to record this program. So they are Diego, Fabiana from our school, Ángel de Saavedra, and Hilia and Levi from their school in Finland.
So, hello, I'm Diego, and the first question I want to ask to my classmates of Finland is, what is your favorite memory about this exchange?
My name is Hilia, and my favorite memory is making new friends and visit like other cities, for example, Malaga and Sevilla.
My name is Levi. The best thing here, making new friends, of course, and seeing the beautiful city of Cordoba.
Yeah, and I'm Fabiana, and what was the first thing that surprised you about Spain?
Maybe that you eat lunch and dinner way more later than in Finland, and in school between lessons you don't have breaks.
You walk inside with shoes, because Finland, we don't use shoes inside.
And more specifically, how is about the people here? What do you think is the most important difference between Finland and Spain, talking in lifestyle?
People here, they're kind and take care about like everyone. In Finland, people just mind their own business.
Yeah, in Finland, people are very quiet and they don't. For example, when you sit in a bus here, someone can sit next to you, but in Finland, no one will come sit next to you in bus, and they will talk, like small talk, so much more than in Finland.
And what is the thing you are going to miss the most from here when you live?
Mm, my partner and her family and all the friends here and the warm that it's so warm in here.
All the friends and the weather.
And did you learn something here in Spain? Like it can be lifestyle or it can be something that you do every day that you don't do in Finland. Are John going to bring it now to Finland?
Maybe that you don't always have to have so like scheduled life and everything always planned, and you can just go with the flow.
Yeah, just enjoy life and relax.
Well, and talking about things you have learned, have you learned any Spanish words?
Some curse words, of course, but we will not say them here. And some like basic words, gracias, and things like that.
¿Qué? Then I have learned vosotros and nosotros, and then I have learned like numbers, like uno, dos, tres, and yeah, I don't remember anything else.
And what do you think about this experience? Do you recommend it to more people, or do you think it's good but you don't recommend it to everyone?
I recommend it to everyone who is like extroverted, like likes to get to know new people, and is not afraid of like going out of your own house. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people who are interested in like culture and seeing new things.
And for this program, was it hard to get in? Like, what did you have to do for get into this program?
We had to do like a resume about like our who we are, what we do, about our families in Finland, and then we need to just send it to the teachers, and they will decide who gets there.
And then our teacher Mika, he interviewed us like a short about like with the letter. He asked some questions about us.
And it was very difficult to you to do the interview and talk in English, or do you think there in Finland it's very common to everyone to talk in English easily?
I think it's very common in Finland because I think everyone knows English, and it's very easy for us.
Yeah, because the schools start to teach English like when you go to first grade, so people in Finland know English good.
Okay, and talking about our experience in Finland, was it hard to host a person from another country, and it was a stranger because we didn't know each other? So was it hard, at least the first days, or what was the hardest part of hosting?
Maybe the first days, because the language barrier and there's a stranger coming to your house to live, so like you don't know too much about them and what they like, what they want to do, and something like that. But as the days went by, it got easier.
Yeah, I feel the same, but it was a little bit like more easier because me and my partner, we had our like Snapchat and Instagram, and we sent messages before the exchange, so we kind of knew each other before that.
And if imagine you travel to the past and you have to change to do Erasmus again or just not do it, would you like to repeat it? Or if you repeat the Erasmus, would you change something, or you stay in the same way as you did?
I would 100% do this again, million times, and I would change one thing, and that I would change like for it to be longer.
Yes, of course I would do this again.
So that was the last question. That was the last question we asked. Thank you so much for watching and being with us, and see you.